Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, it's Monday again, and you know what that means. It's my weekly weigh-in. Well, I did good this week. I actually lost the 3.6 that I gained last week, so I'm back to where I was, which was 197.2. Exactly, right on the nose. And I also wanted to take this opportunity to do my review of the movie Smiley. Okay, so if you have not seen the movie Smiley yet, there will be many spoilers. So if you don't want spoily, I like that. I'm totally using that. If you don't want spoilies, then you may not want to watch this review of Smiley. Get it? Smiley? Spoilers. Spoilies. Yes, I like that. I totally dig that. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into this, okay? First of all, I get to the theater. I'm already nervous going into this because I'm not a big first of all, I want to show you the shirt that I wore to the premiere to the movie. My totally sketch shirt. Totally had to do that. I would have felt like an asshole if I didn't. Okay? So I walk into the theater. And it's like, it's Monday afternoon, you know, theater's pretty fucking dead, you know, typical. I walk into the theater, and the theater is pitch black. I'm just like, wow, really? It's like, that's your first bad sign that you're going to be scared to fucking death, because I walked into the theater was pitch black. I couldn't even find a chair because it was so dark. So I asked them, I said, hey, can you like turn the lights on? It's kind of bad to go into a horror movie when it's dark like this. And they did, you know, so I went in there and whatnot. But anyway, let me get to the point here. I saw in this movie 4 YouTubers that I recognized. 4. Okay? Those are, clearly, obviously, Shane Dawson, Toby Turner, surprisingly enough, Shauna Malcolm. I saw her. She didn't have any speaking parts, which kind of sucked. She totally should have had a speaking part. But I saw her walk by at least twice. At least twice. I saw her in at least two library scenes, I think. And also, Michael Gallagher himself made an appearance in this movie. But I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so this movie starts out. First of all, every single fucking preview was for a horror movie. That was not cool. Because I was already scared as fuck coming into this movie. And then to see all these scary as fuck trailers was not my idea of a good time. So, there were so many of them too. You know, and I was just like, oh. I was like, oh my god. We finally get to the movie. The movie opens up. Oh yeah, and Steve Green is also in this. Hey! Cat, where'd you go? Hang on a second. My cat. Ginger, where'd you go? You little bitch, come out. Oh, you know what? Fine, stay under there. Ugh, stay under the bed. Be a biatch. Anyway, I want to start out by saying Steve Green is an amazing fucking actor. His character was just the biggest fucking dick in this whole movie. I mean, like, from the first moment that you saw Steve Green in this movie to the very end, he was the biggest dick in this movie. So congratulations, Steve Green. You officially get my biggest dick of the movie award. And why does that sound like a compliment? 1 second. Come here, you. Come here. You clearly want attention, so we must give you some. See, look. Look, it's the internet, Ginger. Say hi. You say hi to the internet for me? Say hi to the internet for me? Okay, you can just sit here. So, like I said, Steve Green wins the award for the biggest dick. Not that he has the biggest dick, that he is the biggest dick, okay? And this movie starts out typical slasher style. These college kids go to this website that's kind of like chatroulette.com. It's kind of like that. They go to this website and you get paired up with random people, whatever. And you, basically the way you summon Smiley is you type in, I did it for the lulz. 3 times in this the person you're chatting with. And Smiley, hi sweetheart, Smiley shows up behind the other person and kills them. Okay? So, it got pretty ugly for a really long time. I watched several people die in this movie. Again, if you're really worried about spoilers, I strongly suggest that you don't watch the rest of this, because there was a scene where somebody died and I just went postal when this person died. I'll give you a hint. It was one of my YouTubers. It was one of the 5 YouTubers I mentioned that I saw in this movie. One of them died. Or did he? Dun dun! Because the YouTubers I saw in this movie were Shane Dawson, Toby Turner, Steve Green, Shauna Malcolm, and Michael Gallagher. That's 5. That's 5 YouTubers that I saw that I recognized in the movie. Okay? One of them died. And when he died, I was hysterical. It was crazy. I could not believe how over the top emotional I got. But anyway, let me get back to the story here. So, like I said, these 2 girls, Ashley and Proxy was her internet name, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what her real name was. Unless it actually was Proxy, but I don't know. So these 2 girls are like, oh, let's try it so that way we can see if it's real or fake, blah, 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 you know? And they go into this roulette chat room. And Ashley is the lead female character. And she does it. She's like, there's this one guy with his dick out, I guess, or something. She's like, no, I'd rather, because I think he typed in, show me your boobs. And she said, no, I think I'm going to kill you instead. And she types in, I did it for the lulz, I did it for the lulz, I did it for the lulz. And one of the key things about this is that you actually have to really, really believe it. You really want this person to die. You really have to feel like you really want this person to die. So she does it, and they wait, and they wait. And then, boom, Smiley shows up behind this guy and kills him. It was gruesome. Every time I saw this happen, and it happened a lot in this movie, they must have shown him randomly killing people in chat roulettes at least 6 or 7 times. And hi, sweetie. Every single time it happened, I was never prepared for it, and it was horrifying. I mean, these deaths were gruesome and horrible. Okay? So then, Ashley, having lost her mother to suicide, which I thought was an interesting plot twist because I lost my mom to suicide, and she's just like mentally unstable, and she thinks she's going crazy. This whole Smiley thing is making her think she's going crazy, and she keeps seeing him in her head. He keeps chasing her and trying to kill her, but yet he doesn't kill her. Because there's this one scene, she's walking off campus by herself, and Smiley is chasing her. He follows right behind her, gets into the house right behind her, but the next thing you know, she wakes up in her bed with her shirt ripped a little bit or something. Hi, sweetheart. Yes. And it's just like, everybody's just like, wow, you're fucking crazy. And then, she becomes really close with Shane Dawson's character. His name is Bender. Oh, he's so adorable. Shane Dawson is so fucking beautiful on the big screen. The camera just fucking loves him. But it's just like, she becomes really close with Shane Dawson's character. Ashley does. And things just start to go kind of crazy. And like I said, she keeps seeing Smiley trying to kill her, blah, blah, blah. She goes and sees a psychiatrist. They try to evaluate her, blah, 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 find out what's going on with her. And then it's just like the whole movie just takes this movie seemed so much longer than it was. And she ends up seeing Smiley on her computer screen while she's in the library. And she just completely fucking flips out. Ginger, stop. She completely flips out. Okay? And to the point where she breaks her computer. She's smashing her computer on the table. And this is where Michael Gallagher made his appearance. I was so happy. I was so excited to see him. Because she was like, turn that camera off. And they cut it, and it's Michael with like a camera phone recording her as she was breaking her computer. And it just got crazy. They tried going to the police, you know. Police did nothing. They don't believe her. They think she's cuckoo and shit like that, you know. And it just went really, really bad at this point. It finally got to the point where, like I said, pretty much almost all the main characters are dead. Okay, all the main characters are dead. Steve Green's character is dead. The main character whose name, oh God, what was his name? Oh God. I know his real name is Andrew. Zane. His name was Zane. Zane is dead. A couple of the other people, all dead. All dead. Like there's like 4 or 5 of them dead. And, Ashley is in the house. She lives with Proxy. And, Proxy is staying at her parents' house because she wants to clear her head, you know. And she's sitting there and she's like, do it. And she had a gun. She took the gun from Zane's house because she went to Zane's house because Zane never showed up to visit Proxy, I guess. And she finds Zane dead on the floor. And up on the wall it says, I did it for the lulz. So she's completely freaked out by this point. And, she's like, do it. Do it. I'm going to kill this fucker. So she does it. She sees a shadow at the door. She shoots the gun at the door. And she opens the door. It's fucking Shane Dawson's character. It's fucking Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson got shot. I started crying when I saw that he got shot. I was like, oh my God, no. And then I thought to myself, well, at least Smiley didn't kill him, right? Wrong. About 3 seconds after she shot him, Smiley comes up, slashes Shane Dawson in the throat, and this is where I started freaking out. I mean, I literally screamed and cried really hard when I saw Shane's death. Shane's death was actually one of the worst I had seen. Because most of the Smiley kills were like through the stomach, through the back, you know. He like slashed his neck, like right across his motherfucking neck. I screamed, I believe. I cried. I was such a goddamn wuss. Even though it's totally just a movie. But then, you know what? Shortly after that, I got really pissed off. And I'll explain in a moment. Because shortly after that, Smiley comes after her into the house, blah, blah, blah. But then all of a sudden, it's like there's 5 Smileys. Okay, there's like 5 Smileys. And she's just like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? And eventually, since she figured she was going to die anyway, she jumped out the window. Like from the second or third, probably second story. And she falls, hits the ground, dies. Okay? Now these 5 Smileys, Steve Green's character was one. Shane Dawson's character was another. Hi, sweetie. And the 3 other people that you saw die were the other ones. I was really pissed. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? These assholes were behind this the whole fucking time. Yes, I know, sweetheart. I didn't like it either. But you're going to have to wait until I'm done reviewing this before I can let you go back to the garage, okay? Mwah. So, anyway, I was pissed. I was like, fuck you, Shane. Fuck you! How dare you have such a horrific death and then come back and still have this... He still had the huge slit in his neck. And I was so annoyed. That part really fucking annoyed me. Michael Gallagher, that part annoyed me. Really annoyed me. So they're all sitting there talking, and even her, this is what gets me, Ashley's friend, Proxy, she was even in on it too. She was just like, what happened? And Zane was like, oh, she totally jumped out the window and died, huh? And she's like, oh my God, that's awesome. I'm like, that is not awesome. You're an asshole. And then, here's the really fucked up part of this ending, okay? So Zane, as a joke, types in, oh, ha, 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 you want to know why I did it? And then he types in 3 times, I did it for the lulz. And she's like, oh, ha, 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 blah, 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 blah. And then, right at that moment, Smiley comes up and kills Proxy. And Zane is like freaking out. And Smiley's just standing there, he's going, yeah. And it's just like, what the fuck? And that was pretty much where it ended. That's where the movie ended. But, shush. Shush, honey. If there's one thing I've learned about a lot of movies, it's to always stay through all the credits. Basically, at the end of the credits, there was an extra scene. It showed Ashley. She was sitting on the. She was laying down on the pavement after she jumped out the window, and she woke up. You saw her go. She gasped. She was alive. But you would only see this scene if you stayed through all the credits. And it was like literally right after the credits. You see her laying there on the pavement like this, and then she goes, and she wakes up. Oh, sorry, Gingy. Didn't mean to scare you. So basically, as far as this movie goes, like I said, I'm not real big into horror movies. There were a lot of jump scares. A lot of fucking jump scares. And I can't stand jump scares. They scare me. There were a lot of jump scares. Shane Dawson was incredible. Toby Turner's character was, how to describe Toby Turner's character? He was that guy in your class who always annoyed the shit out of you because he was always so stupid. But he was good. He was funny. He was very funny. Shh. Just a few more minutes, honey. I'm almost done, all right? Mwah. So after that, yeah, Toby Turner was good. I was glad Michael Totally Sketch himself made a cameo. That was really cool. I'm so glad I caught that. Seeing Shannon, Shauna. Bleh, Shannon. Fucking Shannon. Seeing Shauna in a couple of the scenes in the background. I mean, you can't miss Shauna. Come on now. You know, it was cool. It's like every time, oh, there's Shauna. There's Shauna. But I definitely think Shane Dawson pretty much stole the whole movie. He stole the whole fucking movie. I mean, the girl playing Ashley, she was amazing too. Pretty much, I was really intrigued by the guy who played Zane. The guy who played Zane intrigued me greatly. I need to find out who he is, if he's a YouTuber, if he's an actual, just an actor or something. But he was amazing in this movie. He was amazing. And there was another guy in there. I'm not sure who he is. I thought I saw him in one of the Scary Movies or something like that. But, stop being a monster. Look. So, if you like scary movies, I definitely think you should definitely go see Smiley if you like scary movies. But if you're a big pussy like me and you don't like scary movies, you shouldn't go see it. Because pretty much after I walked out of the theater, I was so freaked out and whatnot that stupid shit kept happening. Like my GPS was going bonkers, and then I got to the gas station, and it's like, it's like things were like going fucking weird. It was really weird for a while there. But anyway, that's it. I just want to say, Michael Gallagher, I love you, and your movie was awesome. It pissed me off, but it was awesome. I love you. Shane Dawson, you were incredible in this movie. Steve Green, you still get the biggest dick award in this movie. Oh, and Bree was in it too. I forgot. Bree was in there too. I saw her too. Toby Turner, you were funny in this movie. Toby Turner was like the comic relief character, I guess, out of all the YouTubers. Everybody else's character was pretty serious, except for Steve Green's, who was the biggest dick. It's like, oh yeah, it's like, I'm going to hashtag that. Steve Green is the biggest dick in Smiley the movie. I need to get that treading. I totally need to get that treading. But anyway, because I don't even know if Steve Green's character even had a name. I'm sure he did, but I don't ever remember hearing it. But anyway, this video is way too long. So Ginger's going to say goodbye, and we're going to go. I'm going to go put her away. Bye-bye.